Welcome back to the channel and to another dose of 5 things you might not know. This, as always, is the 101. So this one is episode number 34, but if you have missed any of the previous episodes, check them out in the series playlist, link on the screen. And once again, here we go, this time episode 34 of 5 things you might not know about WWE 2K17. Let's kick today's episode off with a nice and simple one, which is a handy thing to note for giant wrestlers. Now, as we know, the game features several giants this year, including the likes of Braun, Strowman and The Big Show. But what you might not know is a handy piece of entrance audio for your custom giant superstars. So if you want your giant to be introduced as being 7 foot tall, this is actually possible, because it's actually a lesser known option in the hometown section of Create a Superstar. So all you got to do for this one is simply go to the hometown section under superstar information, go to fictional, and from there you can see the option of standing 7 foot tall, which of course can be a handy thing to note for your 7 foot custom superstars.
Making his way to the ring, standing at 7 feet tall, weighing in at 385 pounds.
Sticking with super heavyweights for thing number 2 today, because up next, some lesser known things that you might not know involving super heavyweights and ladders. Now, as we've covered previously, one disadvantage of being a super heavyweight in a ladder match is that super heavyweights are pretty slow at actually climbing the ladder. However, a potential advantage is that when 2 super heavyweights are actually on a ladder together, the ladder can't be pushed over by a smaller wrestler. This includes cruiserweights that can barely move the minigame whatsoever, and also includes regular sized superstars who, even though they can get a little further in the minigame, they still quite can't get the job done. However, this is not the case for another super heavyweight who can just about push 2 other super heavyweights off the ladder, in addition to 2 superstars of any size who, when working together, can push 2 superstars off the ladder, irrelevant of their size also. Next up with thing number 3 today, we have got another finisher in the finisher moment to add to the list. So we have covered a bunch of these previously, including the power slam into a power slam, as well as the choke slam into the choke slam. And adding to that list today is another one, this time for Braun Strowman. So today's finisher in the finisher reversal comes in the form of Kalisto's Salida del Sol being reversed into the Braun Strowman power slam. Now, technically, this one isn't specific to Braun Strowman, but given that the move is of course his finishing maneuver, this is a pretty cool thing for him. Either way, a pretty nice reversal nonetheless, and a great finish in a finisher moment, especially with the recent Braun Strowman and Kalisto feud in mind. Moving on to thing number 4 today, and one admittedly more aimed towards newer fans of the 2K series, but we are covering how to play as any superstar in this year's My Career mode. Now, of course, we're all very much aware of this year's career mode, and we also know that it's generally intended for us to use our custom superstars. However, what some might not know is that you can actually use any superstar on the roster to play through this mode with. This is simply done by going to edit a regular superstar and making sure they're not selected as an alternative attire. By having this option not selected, the game recognises the superstar as almost like a custom superstar, which can then be used in the My Career mode as you normally would with a regular custom superstar. Again, this one admittedly is more aimed towards newer players, but still, if you're someone that would rather play as an actual superstar instead of a custom superstar, this can be a very handy thing to know. However, last up today with our 5th and final inclusion, we have got the Shield's double Powerbomb. Now, of course, at this point, we'll all be aware of the Shield's triple Powerbomb that still exists in the game. But what you might not know is that the double powerbomb, which has been used by Rollins and Reigns in recent times on Raw, is also possible in 2K17. Now this one is done by breaking Dean Ambrose away from the OMG moment, of which I find this to be the easiest method. Once that's interrupted, Dean Ambrose is no longer part of the move. However, the move does continue as a two-man powerbomb for Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. All in all, a pretty cool thing to note if you're a fan of Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins or the Shield in general, because yes, using this method, the Shield's two-man powerbomb is doable in this year's game. And with that one, another episode completed, with the series total now hitting 170 things. So let me know in the comments if any of today's feature 5 things were new for you. Plus, as always, if you've enjoyed today's episode, which hopefully you have, then a like rating would be awesome to see. Stay tuned to the channel for another new episode of the series coming very, very soon. And with that said, until next time, this has been 101. And I will see you all on the next one.